Not bad. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Good.
So you mentioned that you wanted to start by with a game of Ganon. I am down for that. Let's unleash you upon the world. Let me just grab you my spectator code, and we'll go from there. Um,
Sure.
there we go. Copy, paste. And how are things going? Other like I know that you've got a lot going on, and you've just finished up with you're kind of easing back into melee. How's that been going? Have you been able to attend events or like play with your local scene or anything like that?
I have not done. I've just been unranked grinding, for better or for worse.
uh,
Um,
I mean, you know what, it makes sense, I think, to play that mode when you're getting back into it for sure. um
Probably worse. Probably for the worse.
why?
Well, there's a few things. So what I did last night is I've been playing unranked. I told you I listened to those audiobooks and I was just doing like low, low tier, like just like low concentration melee. Although I felt like it helped me concentrate more in a weird way. Um, but then I was playing some ranked last night because it was free. Can you see me on the?
I
Did
don't
I?
see anything. Oh, I see you now. We're good.
Okay, okay. Just want to make sure. I'll just try to focus
Yeah,
when I
just
play here.
yeah, just focus. Just play your best. You got this. So you definitely okay. So I'm noticing some things. You definitely like to you like having your moves beat his moves. Like that look. It looks like your moves having like dominance in terms of hitbox is
Yeah,
that's something that you really like having.
yeah. There's a lot of. I mean, Ganon's the character I've played the longest. So, oh, that's supposed to be a dare.
Have you ever thought about okay, this might sound silly, but like have you thought about Marth? If you love having like moves that beat moves, have you ever considered Marth?
I've played of all the high tiers. Marth's probably like it would like the high tiers is probably like Falcon. I put the most time into, and then Falco, and then. But before I started playing Falco, like my Marth and Falco were like equally. I put in like casual hours over the years, but nothing like crazy serious. So, yes, I think maybe it's a mental barrier, but there was certain things about Marth that I didn't um enjoy. I can't remember what I didn't enjoy.
Okay. So the biggest thing that I notice is that we shield a lot.
Yeah,
Try to
you
play.
said that last time too.
Let's just try to play without shielding after our actions. Like, let's just do anything else afterwards. Like, crouch canceling works. Like, that's great. Jabbing. Wave dashing back. Attacking. Like, yeah, this looks so much better. What do you think?
It felt way better. I think the reason I started shielding so much is because I think in my very early days, with like no advice, just like figuring out the game on unranked, like a couple years ago, I just figured out shield grabbing, and like I think it got reinforced as a positive thing, like you know what I mean? Like it was negatively
Yeah,
reinforced. It was positively reinforced more than it should have been because it
totally
was just like a
understand.
noob. Yeah,
Like, on that one, you missed an L cancel, but because you didn't shield, you were able to, like, act. So believe it or not, if you miss an L cancel and you shield, you're actually like doubling the penalty. You're almost doubling the amount of inaction compared to that if you just miss the L cancel and just do other things. Because imagine if you
yeah,
had blocked there, right? Like, you can't go for that jab. You have to wave dash out of shield or go for an aerial or grab at a range where you don't grab him. So, like, those are all terrible. So, like, it feels like, and you're not able to use, like, ASDI down. Like, you're not able to, you're just so limited.
should
Let's have you play Falco, and I want you, same challenge, try not to shield.
okay. I guess he quit out. I didn't press start fast enough, but.
Totally fine, it's all good.
Um, yeah, like I would have felt way more nervous fighting that guy as Falco. Like I wouldn't have felt as comfortable. But I feel like with Ganon, it's just so like autopilot. Like, but maybe part of that is just a lot of people don't know the matchup. Like, I don't know, but
I think that you're just, I think that
mhm.
you are just probably getting nervous and going into shield. And we just need to stop doing that.
You think I'm open to whatever character. Like, you think Martha's cool or?
I think if you want to play Falco, go Falco.
Yeah.
And the goal here is just not going into shield if we don't have to. So don't have to, like, we're trying to use any other defense. Which one are we, by the way?
Red.
Okay, let me turn tags back on. Real quick. Shigeko code, show player names on. Okay, and then I think I probably just need to close and then just watch again and it should be fine. So let me just make sure it loads. Playback. Okay, I see it. It's just loading. Cool.
I can maybe restart because my ping with this guy is like pretty bad.
Yeah, if your ping sucks, like it's fine. But like, let's try to actually let's finish this match. Because even if your ping is bad, let's still try to like limit shielding. Because if we can limit shielding when ping is bad, then we can do it always. Then we can do it anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually think like ping does obviously matter, especially at like a competitive level, but the better player will win usually, regardless of ping.
Yeah, so like you see what happened when we got into our shield. We just kind of like awkwardly had to move around. If we do get into shield, let's try full hopping out of shield or wave dashing, one of the two.
Okay.
Like full hopping to safety if we have top platform. If we can get to top platform, full hopping is fine. And then if not, we want to wave dash.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just use shield as a crutch, like just not like I'm actually nervous or scared, but like I just don't feel comfortable. I feel more comfortable protecting myself most of the time, like which is, but you like yeah, that tweet you had about the Luigi, like it just makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, because we're losing our ability to dash jump and dash dance, so we don't have timing mix-ups, and we don't have like the ability to adjust our position and like fine control, which is like Luigi's whole weakness.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah. Wasn't there like a mod or something that would just make you die if you shielded, or like I remember hearing this somewhere.
Yeah.
Uncle Punch.
But like I don't think we need something that extreme.
No, but it is like, it's totally like when you're really consciously trying to implement something new. Okay, that was really bad ping, so I'll back out. But,
yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I had way more time. Like I felt like I wasn't in lag or like stun as much.
Mm-hmm. This is actually a good character because we talked about stance characters. So, this is actually a good one. We're gonna use him as our Donkey Kong kind of. So, basically the thing about him is that he's very different when he has his bomb versus when he doesn't. So we're same rule. We're gonna limit how much we shield because we don't have to. Like, he's not a good enough character for us to have to shield things very often. And we're also gonna try to like we're gonna delay our nairs when we go into on his shield a little bit. So like, you know, yeah. The idea here is that we're gonna smother him generally and not let him use his bombs, because he's actually a much better character with his bombs than without.
This guy doesn't pull bombs very much, it seems, but
might be a reason for that. So, with that one, we need to be more comfortable grabbing the edge and going for invincible back air.
Off ledge, you mean?
Yep, ledge hop back air. Kill him. Okay.
Almost.
Remember, you can shine after the laser if you hit him on shield, right? So let's confirm.
Yeah.
Let's confirm. Like, the big thing here is let's confirm when we're approaching on him and when we're successful. We want to confirm that, like, based on where he is.
Okay.
So we're watching him.
I always do that lazy F smash.
Well, it didn't
Like,
really
what
get you much, right?
That's yeah. That's the thing is I think that's another thing is I do yeah, like because Ganon he gets a lot out of like big meaty single hits. So I think that's just a bad habit I have. But it's also
Yeah.
just not like, what's valuable in Falco's kit or whatever, you know?
So, like, let's make this simple. What are your most powerful combo starters? Probably your down air, your shine, your up tilt, your nair. Like, if you hit him out of the air, like that. So, like, why don't we just, like, play at low percent? Let's play for your... At low damages, let's play for your down air. Let's play for your up tilt. Let's play for your laser, your shine, your grab. And we'll see what happens when we, like, focus on hitting those moves at low damage.
Hmm.
This guy's pretty good. Oh, he's beatable.
Yeah, I think so. It's just the Link stuff.
So what's tripping you up about the Link stuff? He's really just like a bad version of Marth and Peach.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like I get tilted when he does like the really common kill confirm, like his up B and stuff, but
Okay. How do you beat his up B?
not go into it, I guess.
No, you block it. You block it or dodge it, because it has like a million years of end lag.
Yeah.
Same thing with his
Very
grab.
punishable.
Yeah, same thing with his grab into down, or his down air. Like, you block it or you get out of the way of it, because it's like a really laggy move. So we're gonna play for... Okay, so remember, we're playing for, like, our down air, our shine, our up tilt, like, our powerful combo starters.
Mm-hmm.
And we
that
can
might
use
be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I might be something I'd write down where it's like what moves to prioritize at what percent, very generally. But like you said, like instead of just trying to land anything, but actually land something that like is valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like my game is just so non-existent. But should we play him again?
Yep, play him again.
Okay. Because then I know what to be hunting for, you know, and then that really simplifies like.
Yep.
Because even like a lot of my local friends, like that's their biggest thing they say is like, it just looks like I'm throwing things out, and it's like because I kind of am.
I've got you a list coming.
Okay.
And okay, so down air if they're on the ground, at low percent. Down air if they're on the ground, nair or bear if they're in the air, up tilt if they're in the air, shine and grab. Shine and grab always work, and laser always works.
At like any percent kind of thing.
Well, if in any game state, like they can be on the ground. This is all low percent.
Oh, okay.
So we're starting with low percent, and we'll build this up. So high percent, I would say that. So mid and high percent. Mid percent is basically like the same thing. High percent, I would say that your grab and your smash attacks, your down tilt, all of that becomes better.
Okay.
Down tilt also becomes better at high percent. And back air becomes a lot better because it's a kill move. Like you can set up edge guards. Respect the ledge invincibility. You gotta every character has to back up there.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, he's got an invincible sword coming off the ledge.
You called that out.
Yep.
Could have installed, I guess.
It's okay. Don't overthink it. Like, right now you're playing very scared. Let's hold center a bit more. And
okay.
try to, and like make life difficult for him.
Oh.
He should be fine. Okay, it's all good. These things happen.
Yeah, like I'm not actually nervous when I play him, but it's like I don't get like I
down air. Put him back when at like around 30. If you get that shine knockdown, down air him and put him on the platform, and then Chiefs keep going with the knockdown. Tech chasing.
Yeah.
Forward smash.
Yeah.
because it goes forward. Like, you need the reach.
Yeah, I was thinking forward smash. I just missed input.
Okay, let's play him one more time. We can do this.
So if you were like, my natural inclination would be like to switch to Ganon just out of comfort, which is so bad because then I don't learn anything.
Yeah,
but
that's the problem. Like when we're switching to another character because we're not learning, because we're just frustrated. Like yeah. So like Shine, because we want to bring him up and then smack him down into a knockdown. Like, remember, like, Falco's whole thing is that he can, like, knock people down with, like, he can, like, bring people up and then hit them down. Like, really, really effectively, brings combos. So, like, we're not really using any of that. We're using, like, the hit 'em up part, but not, like, really the smack them down bit. Because now that he's at kill percent, we can start, like, looking for powerful hits. Like, we can start looking for back airs and stuff. After our shines, because that's good, but even still, like, there's still value in, like, knocking him up and then bringing him down, because we might be able to find a more powerful kill move if we put him onto the side platform. Like, we might be able to tech chase forward smash, you know?
Yeah. So, this kind of, like, game plan theorizing, is that something that's like come naturally to you, like, as you've learned the game, or is it like
that looked good? How did that feel to do?
Well, it felt like I was actually pillar comboing him, like you were suggesting. And I started low percent with a dare. Like, I knew what I was looking for when he was at 0.
Yeah, and how did that make you feel powerful? Did it make you feel weak? Like, did it feel better?
Oh,
worse?
yeah, it feel like I have something reliable in the matchup. Like, right now I'm up a whole stock, or I was up 2 stocks. It's like, it just feels good. Yeah. It feels like I'm actually playing the game.
Okay, then
right?
there you go. Then there you go. So, like, as for, like, is this something that you just, like, learn naturally? Yeah, eventually. Like, as you learn how to, like, the basics of the game states, you can just, like, figure the stealth out, like, as you go along. But there's still, like, foundational stuff you need to learn first, that everyone needs to learn first. Like, a big one with you is not respecting ledge invincibility. So, like, when somebody grabs the edge, we just have to, like, give them enough space for their, like, invincible option. So, like, for Link, it's ledge hop fair. And see, now you're not getting reversaled here, and you're fighting him in neutral more. Now, you could probably play a bit closer and a bit tighter, but there's nothing wrong with what you're doing here. Your up smash actually hits the weak part of your up smash actually hits these side platforms, like the top of it.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I use it sometimes. I just wasn't looking for it there.
That's okay. I'm just pointing it out so you know about it, to make sure you know about it. If you didn't think it was the right play, totally fine.
Yeah. No, that's kind of like, that's to me where I want to be, is like, I mean, we've said this from the very beginning, but it's like, I want to learn enough of the foundational knowledge that I can, like, make my own informed decisions. But that's why I'm getting, because I think, that break, like, my mind, I feel like, no, I'm happy to, I'm excited to keep learning with you.
Good. The reason and the thing is, that me pointing out that up smash wasn't on the table and you went for back air instead, that is an informed decision. Like, it's not a very sophisticated or complicated one, but it is a decision. Because what you are deciding is, you're deciding that back air's consistency is more powerful. The back air's consistency and low end lag is more valuable than the up smash's higher initial power. And that is a decision.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of it just boils down to you knowing what your options are.
Nice. Yeah, that felt, it feels good to win, but
the way you
I need to drill that in more, like, all the things. It's just when you say it, it's so obvious. I'm like, well, yeah, like, these combo starters, but then I don't know what shuts off in my brain when I play, or it's probably just that I'm, like, looking for the wrong things, or I'm overwhelmed, or, like, reacting, you know?
Yeah, so you might just need to, like, take a breather, like, take a deep breath. Remind yourself, that you know, you're, like, if you're not sure what to do, the worst thing that you can do is try, like, the best, like, the worst thing you can do is give up and go play Ganondorf. That is the only way that you lose.
The king of evil.
The king of, like, I don't know what's going on and I don't want to know what's going on. Like,
Oh, big fun.
just punch big.
Are you suggesting there's a link between uninformedness and Ganonmanes?
No, never. You know what? Redman is like one of my best clients, so like absolutely not. I would say that there are a few.
It's just a meme.
Yeah, it is a meme, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I would say that like okay, so we'll fight this guy like for this last game, and then let's talk strategy. And we're gonna talk about what's going on here dynamically. So, you'll notice that he is shooting his projectiles. So he's actually a good example of what to do versus zoning characters. How you moved there was exactly what you're supposed to do.
Oh shit! I let go.
That's okay. So what you're doing is like you're playing in all projectiles have ranges and zones at speeds that they're good at covering and bad at covering. What you are trying to do against zoning characters like Link, like Peach, like Falco, is play in the spots prevent them from playing in the spots where their projectiles are good, and if they have their projectiles online, you want to play in the spots, you want to neutralize them in some way. Now against bad projectiles like Dr. Mario's pills and stuff, you can or not great ones, you can just attack them, it's fine. But like against Link's bombs, Peach's turnips, Sheik's needles, it's more about like avoiding those territories.
When you conceptualize those zones, like, do you see it in your head or like? Yeah.
I see it in my head based on where they're moving. So this is another thing about like where you need to know game knowledge, because you need to know where the opponent's like things influence in order for you to deal with them. Because if you don't know how to where they're if you don't know the rules of their options, how can you make decisions based on them, right?
Yeah.
So one of the nice thing is this game has pretty simple physics systems. So yeah, we won't play this guy again. It's fine. But one of the nice things about this game is that the projectile arcs are fairly they're fairly congruent with like real life physics. Like there's an arc when Link throws his bomb. There's an arc when Peach throws her turnip. So we kind of know where they're coming in from, where they're operating from based on that. What I would say is Sheik's needles, they're just a diagonal 45-degree angle. You just have to follow along, kind of draw that mentally when she jumps up.
Yeah.
But that's does that make sense in terms of a way to create structure around the opponent's long range tools, especially for projectiles? Just drawing a heat map kind of, or a zone that their projectile hits as they're moving around or as they throw it, and then just being mindful of that while you're moving around.
It does make sense. I do find it naturally not intuitive. I don't have a very good visual brain, so I do find I can't just intuitively see all the arcs and stuff. DI was hard for the longest time because it just wasn't obvious to me. But I think that yes, logically, and I want to work to mitigate that, obviously, to recognize those things. But yeah, just being aware of trajectories, and I think when we talked about the heat map or knowing the threat zones of a character, yeah, it helps me start to build that picture of positioning.
Okay. So let's start with Fox, because we said that we're gonna break down some of these matchups together. So let's start with Fox as a primer. My question here with Fox would be, what do you think when you as a starting point for breaking down the Fox matchup? And we can actually do some of this in direct. What do you think makes sense for a starting point for dealing with Fox, I guess? Where would you put your starting point with him?
I guess the most fundamental idea is just prove to him. I mean, this was from that fiction video you sent last time, but prove to him that you can keep him out, kind of thing. Don't be vulnerable to his rush down, and he can jump on top of you and stuff. So
That makes sense.
But I find it harder because like with Falco or with Falcon, like it's a similar idea, like keep him out, but his approaches are generally quite horizontal, whereas like I think like Fox really his full hop and like his full hop is so powerful just to like jump like drop down on you and drift it. So that's where I figure out like that's where I find it more challenging to keep him out in that way, because obviously lasers are horizontal. So
Yeah.
um, yeah.
So that makes sense. The other side of the matchup that I would say that like doesn't get talked about a lot, but honestly, it sounds silly, but the value of the power of your punish game and how much damage you do with your hits is the other factor. Because we like to like separate neutral and punish game, but the reality is that they're like actually pretty closely connected. And I'll tell you why. Think about how we fight ice climbers. Do ice climbers actually have that good of a neutral game? No, they do not.
No.
But we still give them incredible amounts of respect and pretend like they have the most deadly, like the most devastating neutral game in the world until we're like super good at dealing with it because of the sheer penalty associated with losing it. So we give their ground tools like more consideration and like kind of treat it more as a numbers game. In terms of just like covering the maximum number of outcomes possible because of the threat that they have on the ground. If we could fight ice climbers with Marth, and just like it was just a matter of who wins the most interactions on the ground, Marth would farm them. But it's not about that. It's about also the value of each of those interactions. That is what. So really, the way I view it is, neutral gives punish game the information on what tools will set up punish game, and punish game informs neutral as to what the opponent and we have to look out for. But the two of them are very closely related. So like punish informs neutral as to what neutral's priorities are, and neutrals is what sets up the stage for punish game or denies the opponent their punish game. But the two of them, you can see, even though they're different ideas, they still have overlap. They still communicate with each other.
Do you think one, like, because the way you broke that down a while ago that resonated with me is you said, like, basically the stronger your punish is, the less you're playing neutral, and you don't want to play neutral.
Yes.
But so would you say that relationship is, like, is punish always the priority, or is there, like, more nuance to that relationship?
It just depends on what your character is good at, really. So, like, as for Fox, he actually wins neutral more than, like, other characters do. Like, at the highest levels, he will go through birds. Wow, this is a wacky ping. That's okay. My husband's...
Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
it's all good.
Okay. So,
I'm actually moving at the end of this month, and I will have good internet for once in my life, so...
Cool. So let's talk about attacker zones. So, you said that Fox's full hop is tough to deal with. Is it when he can do like this, or is it when he's doing this, or is it all of it?
This is very laggy, I apologize. But it's honestly, it's just the noob, like full hop in place, and like basically like setting up for a whiff punish with a full hop that I find like it really shuts me down for some reason.
Why not use lasers?
I do, but like, what am I like, what should I be lasering, or what should I be aiming at with the laser?
Well, you can, like, so you can combo off the laser. You know that, right? So like, if I'm missing my back air here, right? If I'm like drifting into you, just like get into the edge of the Pokeball. A little closer, like an inch closer. Like, yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, I'm running a texture pack.
Okay.
So I can't see it.
No, that's okay. So like, if I back air and you laser into down tilt, like,
yeah.
So like laser, you shoot me out of it and then down tilt. So
I think it is timing it bad. Like there was the.
Yeah, just like, yeah, it's just like laser into down tilt, laser into forward tilt, laser into grab. Like, it's just you just have to make it tight. Okay, but that's like a really good visual cue to actually know. Yeah. Yeah. Like here, yeah, like, see those? Like, try to forward, like, high laser into, like, forward tilt or something. Or down tilt. Yeah, like, high laser, down... Yeah, there you go. So, you just combo off the laser. I think I'm really bad at, like, thinking of the... Like, I know this sounds weird, but it's like, I'm always looking to confirm the laser hit before, like...
I'm reacting to see what the laser does when I should just like be using it to like, yeah, like you said, like a combo starter, like preload the actions. Like, yeah,
And
it sounds silly, but I never.
try to shoot them a little bit lower. Like try to shoot them at where your beak, like at just below where your beak would be. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because like even if you trade there, like it's suddenly that's a good trade for you. And then like you just want to be a little further back, like just because remember you're hitting my landing basically. So like you want it like so after the laser, yeah, there you go.
I'm not timing it. Sorry, I'm just.
No, it's okay. Like if you're learning the visual, like here, try the laser forward tilt at max range. Like try to like hit it from as far away as you can. I'll use ASDI down.
Oh, you just mean like from here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was too close.
You could also just like you could also like you see how long that is?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like now try it with like laser into down tilt or something.
Sorry.
And like just don't try doing it without the dash. Just like walk forward and then just like careful spacing.
Yeah.
Like that one I could have blocked, but like again, the idea like you need to like get it really low. Like to get the laser down tilt it has to be really low, but again, because I'm jumping, you actually have a larger window. Because I have to block. You see what I mean? Like I have to finish landing. Which is like why
you're way more vulnerable in the air.
Yeah, so that's like kind of like exactly. See what I mean? I had to go through the stun and the auto cancel landing in order for that, like to finish there. So like I would say like lasering and confirming into the option that should be a starting point for like dealing with full hop, because you're able like remember if I'm like full hopping with my back to you, I can't like drift all that much. The most I can drift is like from here. From the edge of the stage, I can drift here. So as long as you are playing around this zone... See what I mean?
Okay.
Like, does that make more sense?
Yes, this makes way more sense, because not like you're trying to snipe the fox out of the air as much as you're just trying to, like, protect your own head. Like, protect the front of you, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
And, like, if they get predictable about coming down, you can also just anti-air them with, like, your up smash. You could also, like, up tilt.
Yeah.
Like, here, try to anti-air my, like, my full hop back air. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it at the same timing, so just go ahead. Yeah. Traded, so a little sooner. Okay, let me know when you're in position.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. I think this is really good. I think it's a mix, right? Because it's like, obviously my execution on these is like not great right now, but knowing that they're even like options, right? Because if I went for it naturally and I missed, I'd be like, well, maybe you just can't do that. So it's like, it's helpful being told like what the option is, and then I can look for it and practice it. And yeah.
Yeah, and then like laser into jab is also a pretty solid way to create knockdown at this percent.
At high percent, yeah.
Yeah, at around 108 or 120, something like that. And then like from there you can just like look for like counter, like you can look for like a kill setup.
Yeah.
Like just down smashing them, honestly, or like going for like yeah. See, that's simple.
You did.
Like reaction tech chase down smash, and if they roll through you or roll away, you can forward smash or laser grab, or yeah, you got stuff. Try laser shine.
Okay.
So laser didn't come out, but like that's another really good opening. And you see, like knocking him back onto the ground, like that's good because like it's not as good as popping him up at these percents, but like you can still like do good things with like yeah, there you go. See, like this looks looks much more like Falco-S. This looks so much cleaner. The big thing with like the big thing with these guys, let's go to FD. The big thing here with these guys is you want to make sure that you have your basics down when you hit him with like your opening like shine. So like what is the combo that you do? Exactly. Like this is clean. And then like yeah, you just kill him. Oh, down here. Always down here. Like if I pop up here, you want to like spike me.
Cuz you can't like DI that back on a stage or SDI it or whatever.
I can, but like then I have to do those things.
Yeah.
like, like I have,
True.
like your down air doesn't hit straight down. If it did, it would be a meteor. Yours hits down and forward.
Hmm.
So like the difference of that is like here, shine me, and then when you, yeah, see like how it hits slightly forward. The other thing you want to do is for setting up those kills. You notice how like sometimes I kind of like go down slower than you'd expect. Wait.
Yeah, that's like knockback stacking or something.
Yeah, so just wait until I start falling from the shine. Like very.
Oh.
So
Okay, I mean, I fucked it up, but yeah, no, I get that. Okay, that's okay. Yep.
So
That
like
makes
here,
sense.
here, just hit like combo me, like just like F smash me to like 50, and then do like, or just yeah, hit me to like 50 or something, and then we'll have you. That's totally fine. Honestly, this percent's fine. Shine me. Wait until I reach the top of my like trajectory, and then do it. See how much more down I went? Now do it again, but this time wait till I'm actually falling. So like very. That's okay. We'll try this again because this isn't a really important concept to know. Because this will also help you combo Marth and Sheik. Because with them you do it at low percents a lot of the time. So just like F smash me a bunch and hit me to like, yeah. Okay, one more. Cool. Now shine me and do the down air. Try wave shine so you can kind of like position yourself correctly. Like wave shine, wave shine in place. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm fine. Let's try this.
Did I wait long enough or no?
No, you did. Did you see how? Did you see how dead I was? Of course you did that fine.
Yeah.
Like
50. Like yeah, that's crazy.
Let's now show you how it looks like with Marth. Because like with Marth, it's like with Marth and Sheik and Peach, it's more of like a F smash me and F smash me and laser me. Okay, cool. So that's one. Cool. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna shine me and you're gonna wait for me to get to the peak of my jump, like same thing with Fox, and then you're going to down air me. Peak of the
wave shine?
Yep, wave shine. Okay, so a little sooner, like once I'm dangling at the top.
Okay. Like basically as soon as you start to come down.
Or slightly before.
The double jumping?
Just do full hop.
Okay.
Muscle memory.
Are you 200%?
Actually, at this percent, you'll need to actually stack the knockback. So just shine, and then like just before I reach the top of my trajectory, then do the full hop down air.
Yeah. Will I reach you?
Yep, you'll be fine. Trust me.
I need to double jump?
Nope, just full hop.
Whoa. Okay. Did I do it right or no?
Well, you did it right for... Well, so what I want to get away from is right or wrong. You did it right in the sense that that created a knockdown. But if you wanted to keep the combo going the way that, like, Mango does them, no. Like, you'd have to, like, hit me sooner in my jump trajectory. Try hitting me sooner.
I actually want to send you down slower so I can get to the ground before you?
Yeah, exactly. If you want to combo that way. So try that.
I can hit it at 80?
We'll try.
I gotta write this down.
No. We're not writing it down because it's important to get a feel for these things. Because Falco, like, because his combos are all hits, they're very susceptible to smash DI and things like that. So we don't need to worry about writing these down. The important thing is getting a feel for them.
I like that. I mean, I killed you, but that's not what I meant to do.
Yeah, so just remember, you can down air going up.
Yeah.
But for this percent, like, yeah, like, honestly, I think what would be good is just, for you, would be to just, like, get used to, like, trying to knockback stack and not knockback stack for these combos. But, you remember, you always have to wave shine. Like, you always have to wave shine, because jumping out of shine is too restrictive.
Okay. No matter what, no matter the percent.
Well, yeah, because, like, you don't have, like, so, it's just... If I DI away, like here, do it. Just hit me.
Do the shine, sorry? Yeah. Okay.
So, like, you see how it's, like, even when I don't DI right, like, now that was DI'd correctly. That one was not. But, like, because you can't adjust with your dash for your jump, Like, it's so restrictive. That's what the wave dashing does. Like, it allows...
It gives
See,
you way more options,
yeah,
mobility.
that looks so much cleaner, right?
Yeah.
And it is, I bet, and at this percent, like, you can shine into up air. Like, I'd say in general versus floaty characters, shining into up air is, like, a pretty common way to kill them. At this percent, it's going to be tough, but that's okay. I think you... Like, if you miss the up air, what you can do is, you just land on the ground ASAP, and then you just shark them normally. Like, you can also do things like laser jab back air at that point. If you, like, see how, like, you miss? And then, yeah, exactly. Like, you just play the position below. So try that. Shine, we'll miss the up air. And now you just, like, play the position below me.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think would be good there? After
to pick you off? Like to shark you? Like, you mean on the lower position?
Yeah, like, after you've popped me up with the shine and the up air misses, like, what do you think would be good?
I mean, my new brain would be like dash attack, but that doesn't
Back
get
air.
anything. Yeah.
Like, you just well, no, when I'm coming down, while I'm in the air, you intercept my descent with back air.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try that. Because, like, this is a very important concept with Falco.
That was the good type, right? The first time?
That one was perfect. The weak hit one that you just did, that one was perfect. Like, that... Because, again, it's about controlling the trajectory. Like,
that's crazy. I mean, like, I knew... Like, I guess I knew intuitively, but having it explained is, like... Falco's such a cool character.
He is so cool! So now, like, laser, pop me up, and we're gonna try that up air thing. I know it's not the right kill percent, but, okay, so you see how you, like, brought me down so slowly? Like, that's so easy to tech chase, right? Like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't that feel kind of cool?
Yeah, it's like... I just don't know how to remember all this stuff. Like I said, it makes so much sense when you're saying it to me, but it's like I just have to really break it down and, like, drill it into my brain, because... I mean, even just the environment. Yeah, that was good, eh? That first one?
Yeah. Like, that one, like...
I can go cool.
Like, this is the type of stuff that, like, Uncle Punch is really good for practicing and getting a hang of things in. Are you, when you're practicing, are you turning DI display on so you can see the trajectories?
No, but I should start doing that. I know the setting.
Okay, cool. Because you'll see all of these things make way more sense when you think about, like, how, if it's knockback stacking that you want, or if it's not knockback stacking that you want. Because you'll get to see, like, the trajectories based on what the opponent's doing. Like, based on, like, what the game state is when you hit them. So let's try that up air shark thing. So, like, shine up, and then, like, how do you... There you go!
Way up there.
Yeah, like, you have the highest full hop in the game. Like, why would we not use that for sharking? Like, you're the second fastest initial fall speed fast faller. Like, you have higher max speed than Fox, but you have lower acceleration than him. So you're the fastest overall fast faller, and you have the largest full hop. Why would we not meet people in the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So here's what I want you to do. Let's talk about Sheik for a second. And actually, you know what? I will play this character a bit. Let me just reload the thingy and research. So this is going to be our Sheik lesson. Sheik is all about the immediate out of shield range. And she's all about, like, just controlling the space around her, because you've probably noticed it's really difficult to get in on her.
Yes.
So she's got this. Like, she's got her insane shield drop. She's got her powerful wave dash back. But you'll notice something. Her threat range kind of disappears after a certain point. So, like, if she set up shop over here, it's like there's a zone right outside of her forward tilt where she doesn't really have a whole lot, does she?
Yeah. I mean, she has dash attack when she's grounded, but
dash attack's not really that big of a deal. Because you can, like, I know it sounds crazy to say that, but, like, what if you do literally anything about it? Like, just try to beat out my dash attack with, like, down airs and stuff.
Okay. If you know it's coming, yeah.
Or, like, crouch cancel it.
Yeah. it doesn't do anything if you crouch cancel. I guess there it knocked down, but
Well, that when you were moving out of your crouch cancel, you were like did it too early. Like, yeah, you just shine her after.
yeah.
Okay, now it knocks over because of like percent, but like. Yeah. We had to win a lot of exchanges. You can also still spot dodge if you think she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Or shield.
What about? I know, like, I guess at my level, I've noticed like a lot of people like they do that setup thing, and then it's like if I'm focusing on getting in, but then they're also applying like they're trying to whiff. Like the game plan generally that messes me up the worst is like they're gonna whiff punish 90% of the time, but they have that one little like smack on the wrist that they can give you if you try to approach. It's like, so Sheiks, it's like they doing this, but then they'll like dash attack or like run up grab, and it's like most of the time they're just waiting for me to like they're waiting to punish my mistake, but then they're gonna do that thing that like thwarts me or like gets me a little scared of them. Like I really kind of compete with this, but
so this is where like the laser into laser is really important because like fire the low laser into a second low laser. Immediately. Yep. See, like, unless you mess up, the second laser is like safe, and you can see me running forward out of it.
Oh, I'm turning myself around.
Yep.
So you think I can literally just, if I time this well enough, I can just keep Sheik out forever?
No, because she's still getting closer, right?
Yeah.
But it stops the first boost grab, and then if you see that she's closer, then you know that you have to like fight her. Exactly. Because like if you don't have the laser protecting you, then like yeah, like what like but once you're in mid-range distance, like she has to, you're basically saying, and once she's got in her shield like this, what I would say about her in shield is you want to draw like, okay, so you see this tree. Okay, does the texture hack have the tree? Like the
No.
Okay.
So, I can put packs quickly if the visual references are helpful, but
no, Yoshi's platform is actually a good size. So
okay,
this is like Sheik's. This is Sheik's out of shield zone. Like you see where her nair hits, like, and her fair hits and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you pretend, if you draw like a box from about here to here, like here to the edge of the platform, and drape it back a bit, this is her out of shield like hit range. Because like this is where her fair hits. It's where her shield grab hits. Like, it's kind of like a triangle that's, like, biased like this. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. And if she's got her back to you, it's bigger. Like, her back to you, it's kind of the same thing, actually. No, because, like, it's just, like, the same thing on either side of her. Because her back ear hits more above her than, like, yeah. So, this is the zone you want to play around. Like, that box is all you... the name of the game is just not interacting with that box, or like working in by baiting that box or around that box. So like, do you see what I mean? Like when you're like pressuring her, when you like go attacking her, yeah, like it's easy to tell when you've gotten too close. So like, what do? You just like, you keep your distance and then you work in slowly. Because you want to like tease out her counterattacks. This is why like laser into dash dance is so good, and why approaching laser becomes good when she gets used to like you just doing this. But the idea here is that like we're gonna be like Sheik is kind of annoying to pressure because she's just got such good like out of shield tools. But like if you see her jump, it's good to put little pauses between your lasers because you and your actions, because you want to see if she's like committed to a jump she might not have like necessarily wanted to. I'd say that actually dashing forward after your laser and then dashing back is really good. Because, like, shoot a low laser, yeah, see what I mean? Like, it's tempting for her to, like, try to, like, overreact to that. And it trains her to hold block when you're running forward after, which then lets you set up aerials after. Or go for, like, approaching laser. Like, you have like, standing laser into approaching laser, kind of. Yeah, exactly. It's just you'll need to get like the one, like you'll need to get this spacing down, because this is the spacing where it like where the magic happens with like the standing laser into approaching laser. But like, yeah, this spacing a little closer, like as
here?
Here, yeah, a little like anywhere from like where you are, like anywhere from where you are to about here, between here and here. So like this would be like the small range, and this would be the max range. Because the idea is that, like, if you short hop fast fall in, see how you landed on the front of my shield and had, like, a really good laser? That allows you to, like, transition into shine block string. So, but again, we're always, like, making sure that we're kind of playing around her, like, spooky-ass attacks, because we don't want to, like, overextend. Now, something that you've pointed out in previous videos is, like, Mango sometimes, like, short hops and then double jumps above it, like, above her counterattacks. That is still fine, it's just risky. But, like, it is good, because, like, as you can see, like, if I forward tilt like this, and you have the ability to jump around it, like, short hop, bait it, and then, like, double jump around it and fall on me, that's good. But on this stage, it's kind of hard. Let's go to FD so you can see it there. But this is basically how you open up, like, turtle characters. Like, you're like, poking them, and you're, like, making them react to you.
Huh. So I just have to get, like, really it just comes down to being, like, that good with your spacing.
Falco is a very, very spacing-intensive character. He's very complicated and difficult. like, why do you think that so many Falco players, like, switch to Fox? It's because he's easier. Like, that's...
for sure,
yeah, like, but he's...
That's what makes Falco so satisfying.
Yeah, so this is kind of the cost. Like, it's... Like, he is satisfying because he's so cool, but, like, at the same time, his solutions to things like this are not as straightforward. But I would say that it also pays to be able to, like, just get used to, like, dash dancing around her forward tilt and then punishing with dare. Like, just getting... Yeah, exactly. You see how you just kind of, like, attacked afterwards?
I'm missing the dare for some reason. But
you're fairing, so this is probably an A button. This is probably an A button dare. There you go. And see how, like, your dare, like, my forward tilt was kind of retracting and you still got me? Like, that's kind of the advantage of, like, his great hitboxes. Like, which is something, an advantage of his over Fox's. So...
I use Seasick for every aerial. Is that bad?
No. Well, okay. I find it is easier to do rising aerials with the A button. But I find it is easier to do delayed aerials. It's better to do delayed aerials with the C stick.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the time, like, that's part of why I claw my back airs here, because it's just the double jump hit moves us on frame 1, so I can't, like, but if I want to do perfect, like, C stick, like, drift in to, like, stop the squeeze here, I need to be able to do it like that. But I would say for on-stage purposes, like, not everyone claws. It's totally fine if you don't. You can still do up airs and stuff like this without claw. It's just that, like, yeah, it's harder, obviously. Like, it's harder in some ways. It's easier in others. Yeah, it's just a matter of, like, what you're comfortable with. But I do think that the A button is good for rising aerials a lot of the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because, like... Yeah, like, it's so...
The main rule with... I think, like, the way I'm conceptualizing the Sheik matchup is, like, she's a turtle, and you just have to play... You have to know her threat ranges, play outside them, and then punish her for biting on you, basically.
Yes.
Like, that's... And then, as far as, like, her pokes, like, you saying they're just not that scary. Like, just keep her out.
I'm saying that her pokes are, if she starts, like, taking risks and coming forward with, like, dash attack, that is a good thing for you at the end of the day, because it means that you can just, like, fight her as she comes forward.
Okay.
And that means like using that means just using your attacks. Using your attacks, using your spot dodge, using your shield, using your crouch cancel, using, like, whatever you feel like, really. Like, you're very good at fighting her when she comes forward.
So you want her to get impatient, basically.
Yeah, of course. Again, she's a turtle. Like, so you're probably thinking think of it this way. When her lunge is when she sticks out her neck as the turtle really far and, like, tries to bite you.
Okay.
These things are like when she uses her, like, flippers or whatever to try to attack. But this is scary. It does a lot of damage, but it's also very punishable.
Because she's way out of her shell.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
See what I mean?
And then what about she's on a platform?
Just a different shape just a different type of shell. Like, the shell is just a different shape, because she doesn't have access to, like, this stuff, but what she does have access to is, like, this stuff. So...
And shield dropping, I guess.
Yeah, so with this, you want to get under her.
You want to get under... Okay.
Because what moves do I have below me? Like, just wave dash under me and up tilt.
Okay, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, like, what do I do about this?
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing.
How do you, so, like, what are the foundations of, like, recognizing, I guess maybe this is your position video you're making, but it's like, you just have to be familiar with the threat range of the character, basically, to even, like, that's, like, foundational to understanding positioning. Because, like you said, if you don't know what the threat ranges are, how do you know how to even...
Yeah, exactly. So I would say that, like, a really good starting point in general is what are my opponent's scariest moves?
Okay.
Because, like, with Sheik, it's her back air, it's her forward air, it's her needles. I don't think her up air is that scary, but it's, like, it hits hard, so we can count it. And her down air's, but her down air's, like, really too slow for it to really be a problem. And her nair doesn't have much of a hitbox. So when we put those moves all on a plate, and, like, if we take those moves as a snapshot and put them all onto, like, an image or like a mental map of like where she hits, like we've got in front of her and below her kind of with this, we've got in front of her and behind her and below with this, we've got up and behind her with this, we've got up above her with this, we've kind of got above her with this, we've got directly on her with this, and then there's nothing really below her.
And she has like pretty bad aerial drift, right?
Oh yeah, like look at how long it takes me from this like a normal position to like move anywhere.
And so her jumps are like super committal.
Yeah. So the laser into like poke thing that we did on Fox, it totally works on her too.
Okay.
See? That feels pretty...
Yeah, I was... Yeah, no. I was like, because my melee brain is young, so I was playing a session, I was just like, what if I just try to jab after everything? And I was getting a lot out of it. But it's all about like crystallizing, like that's the thing about a strong game plan, is like I just want to know what are the best things to do. Not just know, like be told the right answers, because you have to get a feel for it and stuff, but like just having a strong base.
You are learning all the things you should be learning, so it's okay. I would say in our last couple minutes, I know we didn't cover Luigi, but like let's talk about let me flip to him real quick so we can talk about ground characters for a second, because we've dealt with a lot of aerial fighters and characters who use like big arcs and like big like vertical zones. Let's talk about ground characters for a bit. So remember,
you use an aerial character?
Pardon? Sheik is everything. Sheik is everything.
Yeah.
Sheik is whatever she wants to be, because she's Sheik. Like, same thing with Fox, really. Yeah, she's a top tier. She can do it all. Luigi cannot. So, let's talk about what that means for him. So, when you're dealing with this floaty bastard, and this, like, his slidey gameplay, remember, when he shields... If he's shielding here and you're here, or if he's just like here and you're there, how can he possibly hit you? He has to come forward, right? So he has to like wave dash or like walk or like dash somehow, like dash, but his dash is kind of slow and he can't down smash out of it until he gets like here. So with him, a lot of dealing with him is making him run into things. So remember, we don't have to back up. The biggest thing for you, once we're in a good position, like that's magic distance, we don't have to back up. We can sometimes just like laser in place. We can like a down air in place. Yep. Like we don't have to give up anything. Because whenever we retreat, we're giving up space for safety sometimes, but like if we're already safe, why would we do that? And then for the aerial part, what this does to him is it like suffocates him, because like tap my shield with like spaced back here.
Oh.
Okay. My shield is very low. Tap my shield with a spaced back air. So how am I supposed to punish that? Like how do I ever punish, like if you hit, like see how far I went from you? So the problem with this character, and most ground characters in general, is that once you take them away, once you're outside of this range, like basically they're immediately actionable out of shield range. Like their rising aerials, any utility specials they might have, and their shield grab, and their up smash, they don't have anything that hits you. So like they have to commit to a wave dash or jump all the way up and come all the way down before they can do anything. And that is all time you have to set up your next play. So like here, try like see what I mean? Like this makes spaced laser into like and spaced back air into a nightmare scenario for me. And then you're able to like you can run in and shine after you could run forward and shine after the laser once you get like the conditioning established. You can grab you have so much power here. Did you see how clean that looked? Like how simple that it looks structured, it looks polished, it looks well put together. That's because we are limited. We are never interacting with his counter hits.
Would a helpful kind of building block be to just literally learn the spacing you want to be at versus every opponent, like that prime position, right? I guess it changes with platforms, but there's only two, right?
I would say that with shielding. So with shielding, there's two spaces that you want to know. Shielding is like there's the opponent No, Falco's complicated, so there's a third one. Okay, cool. So there's the outside of his immediate counterattack range. So for Luigi, it's like this thing. So it's like his jumping forward fair out of shield.
Yeah.
Like this is his longest move, like his longest real move. So anything outside, so just being try to stop right outside that range. Walk.
Walk.
Yeah, walk and try to stop just outside of his range, out of this. So it's a little bit further back.
Okay. Here, maybe. It could be a little closer.
I think that it is. Yeah, where you were was perfect. So this is ideal.
Okay.
Because any closer and you got hit. So it's really just like that range. That's the key one. And the thing is, you can if you hit with with a move that
outside their farthest out of shield option.
Exactly. Farthest immediate out of shield option. So rise, because if I have to come up and then start falling to hit you, you've already been able to set up counter hit at that point.
Yeah.
So while going up. See how you just dash dance and exactly. So and with when he's behind you, it's his back air. See, easy.
Okay.
This is so free now. Because it's
and this is for every character.
I mean, you can chunk a lot of them. I'll tell you, Dr. Mario and Mario and Link and Young Link are not that different from each other because they're all basically just their nairs.
Yeah.
Right? I guess in the Links they have their weird shield grabs, but those lose to jumps anyways, and they're slow, so they're not really that big of a deal.
The idea though is that for every character you kind of want to be spacing outside of their immediate out of shield options, right?
Yeah, and again, you don't have to be 1000% perfect because that's not a fair ask. But there's a general sense of where how long their moves are, and if you're off by a bit, then it's just we adjust. That's it.
And, where it probably sounds so basic to you, but for me, I'm just it's just oh, that's something I can put in my toolkit to improve my game plans against these people, right?
Yeah.
You said 3. Do you have time to say the other 2 or?
Sure. So the other one is just after you hit a shield, if you're inside the immediate out of shield range, you want to be close to them. So it's just that one is just that's just more of an acknowledgement. That the second spacing is really just an acknowledgement of how
following up with shine.
Yeah, well, it's more if you're in this zone, you have if you're stop moving. So if you're in this zone here after landing, it's more this is good because you can hit my shield with shine. So you have your most powerful tools for frame trapping available because we didn't go for the more safe version of pressure. This is the more aggressive landing spot after you hit the shield. So this would be one option. So here, hit my shield with a spaced back air. Yeah, okay. Oh. No, it's all good. It's all good. So after you hit my shield here, in place, yeah. Okay. This is fine. So this would be the not out of you're hittable if I move forward, but you're safe versus shield grab. So all this means is that this is kind of a middle point between the two. in that you probably have to back up from this position or decide if you want to do a frame trap. So, like, this is kind of like the in-between, where you maybe go for, like, an up tilt or something, if you were facing away. So this would be the other one. So you have, like, close enough to shine, not close enough to shine, but, like, you're still hittable by some of my slower options, and then you have perfectly safe.
And perfectly safe is, like...
Here. Like, if you space back, you're here. Like
when you're facing away, or no, just
in, like, just back here my shield. Okay, so my shield is, but yeah, like here, like at this point you're like totally safe versus Us options. Because you're like hitting with the tip of your back air, and I can't do anything. Like, you can also do that with your down air. Like, if you fade away a little bit, you can do it with your nair if you fade away a little bit. Like, that's kind of where the mango, like, pullback F smash thing comes from.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, because as long as the opponent has to commit to, like, a wave dash or a jump and fall, you're very, very safe on shield, because there's nothing they can really do. There's nothing they can do to immediately threaten you or pressure you. Like, so, like, they have to do their wave dash or their jump and fast fall, which means that, like, every character, even Fox himself, has to give you at least, like, 13-ish frames before they're even a problem. That is a very long time for Falco, because you've got 1 frame moves, you've got a laser, you've got your up tilt that hits on 5, you've got, like, your down tilt on 7, you've got aerials that come out as early as, like, 8, 9, like, with the jump squat factored in. So yeah, you're cooking. Like, you have all the cards. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate the listen. I'm just on the personal side, we're actually moving by the end of this month. So we have to, like, we're going to a new place. We're gonna have to, like, paint and stuff. So I'm gonna I'll tell you my takeaways of what I'm gonna be focusing on. Is, like, that low percent kind of priority moves that you listed me. Like, I'm just trying to tighten up kind of my, like, baseline game plan. I think it was you give me so many good things, and I'm playing and then they come up, so it's always good to be refreshed. Just gotta chip away at it. Shield less.
Yeah, like, I would say that, like, and then for mid percent, like, let's just flesh out this list. Dare becomes good always. Down tilt and up tilt become better. I would also say that F smash is an okay kill move. No, is an okay kill move versus squishy characters. And then, like, so squishy characters is, like, however you want to interpret it, but, like, you know, like, maybe not versus, like, Jigglypuff, but maybe versus, like, you know, Marth or Sheik or Peach, like, if you get them without their, like, Peach if she doesn't have her jump, that kind of thing. All the fast fallers for sure. Grab, laser, and nair, bear, still good. And then I guess at high percent, yeah, like, high percent, I would say shine, jab, laser, grab, up, like, are priorities, because they set up, like, knockdowns or other things in that list. And then I would also say that, like, down tilt, F smash, bear, are generally, dare are generally good to hit, generally good to look for. And then air after shine. Yeah, air or bear after shine. Dare to knock down onto platform after shine. For KO move tech chase, also good. Yeah, and I think that should be, like, a good... I think that should be a good set of things for, like, just some basic structure. And again, like, this won't work in every single matchup, but this should be, like, broadly work in most of them. And you'll just kind of get the hang of it as you go along. Sound good?
Yeah, no, I think just having, like, a solid base to build off of makes a lot of sense.
Amazing. I will let you go, but okay. If you have any questions about the content we went over today, let me know. And yeah, if you have feedback on how we can make this work even better, let me know. But I think that, especially when you were fighting the Link in the later games, and when you were seeing... Oh, and DI display on. DI display on in Uncle Punch. Because, yeah, you need to get more... I think that this game is very hard to communicate without visuals. Because of how much it, like, relies on vectors and curves. So I think that DI display is a really good way to, like, start getting used to that. Yeah. Also, fighter collision, actually. Fighter collision on could also could also help with that, because it gives you exactly where the hitboxes are. So it kind of like bolds like Sheik's needles and stuff, so it makes it easier to follow along when you're like, if you're running drills or like, yeah, it's just useful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, sounds good. Like I said, I do have some personal busy stuff, but I'm like I'm not working right now, but we're moving, so there's like a mix of like lots of free time and no free time. So I'll just keep you updated, but I'll keep chipping away at this stuff, and I appreciate the lesson.
For sure. If you're moving, do you need to like push the next lesson out like maybe 3 weeks, or like is 2 weeks still good? Like, what works for you?
Let you know, my life's been quite busy, but
Yeah, just keep me informed, and we'll take it one day at a time. You know, I
I
don't
don't
mind.
mind
You know, I don't mind like adjusting my schedule, so it's all good.
Yeah, and I mean, I appreciate the lesson, so it's fun carving out time anyway. So I'll let you know.
All right, sounds like a plan. Take care, Aaron.
Anything?
Sorry,
Yeah, take care.
no. Finish your thought. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, how you've been pretty busy? Like you're enjoying the lessons, coaching and stuff?
I love it.
You're like Melee's hot new coach. Hottest new coach. I don't know. I just like a lot of people. I think, yeah, I'm just happy for you. I think it's like you're growing. It's cool.
Oh yeah, no, like I had okay, this is a little braggy. Maybe I'll take this out of the video, but I had like a professional card game player reach out to me like for a TCG, and they're just like, "Yo, like I've been a fan of yours like when I was still playing Melee. Do you think you'd be like up for coaching me in like my game?" And I was like, "I've never coached somebody in a different game, but this sounds really fun." So I'm gonna be doing that on Tuesday, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, because you said you have a TCG background.
I do, but like I kind of got good at Melee first. Like I learned TCGs and then I got good at Melee. So, but
cool.
like they mainly don't. It's mainly the yeah, like they mainly just want help with like how to like keep focus in long tournaments and like how to like deal with setbacks. And I think that I can definitely help with that.
Cool. Yeah. No, you're the GOAT. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.
All right, later, Aaron. But good luck with the move, and yeah, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, well, I'll have good internet, so that'll be good. So anyway, yeah, take care.
All right, bye for now.
Yeah, bye-bye.